as of recently. That's really
I
how
am
it
willing to
works
put
out
in the
to.
time, though.
But you
Right,
haven't
well,
done
you
it
just
yet
said you
in
weren't.
recent.
You just said you weren't willing
And
to
you
put in
said
the
you
work.
wanted just to be an overseer of it all.
No, I meant that. No, I meant I'm not willing to put in the effort as different roles. I don't want to be a moderator. I don't want to be a producer. I have more.
Everybody starts out as a
I'm willing to put
moderator.
in more time as a higher executive.
Everyone, be quiet. Be quiet. Evo. So council is administrative. So
Yeah, I know.
You do have to put in effort in that.
No, I know. I'm not denying that.
Well, like any other person, such as me, trying to get on council, you must also restart from the bottom at moderator and put in effort. Now, I believe that moderator and producer were just kind of meshed together. Now they're like the same role. You like produce things, but
no, that's not true.
I thought that's what happened.
Producer is just developing.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's still a moderator role.
They technically.
Administrator is equivalent to what mod was.
Not really, but I'm not going to continue on that.
Well, I really think what he means is that the producer is like a fallback to a moderator. They're two different things.
They're completely two different things. There are two different categories: producer, senior producer, developer, and then there's administrator, senior administrator, council.
Right.
Whereas developer and council is in the same group with the same powers.
Right. Well, still, you need to apply, and you need to put in the effort. Apply for admin, since moderator technically isn't a thing. Yeah. When applications open up, apply, and chances are you might get in, but if you don't, best wishes.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened to Sir 90. He basically applied.
Oh, did Sir actually try to reapply?
He applied a little while ago, but he got rejected because Otto didn't like his application.
Sucks.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the fact that it's unfair that you'd come back and then you just get it. And you haven't really, I'm not saying in the past you haven't
really do anything.
Because I think that's kind of where I stand on it. When it comes to Sir 90, I don't really.
The thing with Sir is that he didn't really contribute much to any of the games besides Ultima. In his final days, he was pretty much doing nothing for the group.
Well, I mean, most council were. They were kind of dying out in their activity.
He was active at one point, so we promoted him as an actor. He got council. He stopped being active.
And I was pretty much one of the remaining council members that was active because I was actively dealing with all the retards that were in the group at that time. But just in general, I suppose, we're at this point now. We're talking about if people who are former admins and stuff should actually get their positions back.
Yeah. I don't really know much about the in-group politics, so I'm just kind of, as in,
that's fair.
From then to now. Now I know what's kind of been going on since I've been here, but I don't really know much about what's happened in the past, so it's kind of hard for me to tell, sort of like an outsider.
Right.
So,
from my standpoint, and they both left.
And they both left. Hold on. I'm going to go get them because you still had stuff to say.
Yep.
I haven't seen that guy in like 3 billion years.
Oh, he's going to say, like, no, I don't feel like talking to him because he's a retard. Did he say, no, I don't feel like talking to Quake because he's a retard?
No. They just kind of moved in there. They're talking about their own thing. I agree. If you're
just evading the problem? What do you mean?
No. They went in there to talk. I think there's something else. But what I really agree is that if Sir had to have reapplied to come back in, despite being a veteran of the past, that is stupid just to bring in Evo. It's just an unfair thing.
Yeah.
So from my standpoint, I have Dank agreeing with me. I have you, Wedge, agreeing with me. I have Sandwich agree with me.
Where are the Wedge chips?
See, the thing that really makes me mad is the fact that the council had no say in her coming back. And I'm sorry to cut you off there, but that's really what makes me mad here.
That's all right.
We had no say in it.
The council decided your fate.
We weren't even informed. So I have you agreeing with me, Wedge. I had Capitalizer agree with me. I also have Dank. Soil, I believe you held at least a similar stance on the matter. I think I said sandwich. I don't remember if I said sandwich, but just in case, I'm saying sandwich now. So I'm having executive and senior staff agree with me. Sire,
What would be
something
entirely different is that if they would have applied or if they would have run through all the steps, this all could have been avoided.
Yep.
But he just went through with his own decision. I respect his decision, but at the same time, I don't. It's just not how it should run. If you're going to bring back somebody that, yeah, I get was of the past, but kind of basically quit and left, and just to
Okay,
bring
so-
them back to a council position, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
It's
right. So, sire, you have to at least acknowledge that something needs to be done, correct? You need to acknowledge that something has to be done here.
What needs to be done is you need to feed me the corn chips.
You don't need to explain it because we just had a big old argument about it, and then of course Otto, being Otto, started to say "Cry me a river" and started insulting me because he's incapable of having a civilized debate. So if anything, sire, I believe that A, he should not be in the director role because he's incapable of having an argument and resorts to insulting his own staff members. B, he doesn't respect his own staff members. And C, this is what was my whole point again? What was I going on about?
Bringing people in from
I don't
old
care
stuff.
about Evo as a person. I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, of course, I don't want her to die. That would be unfortunate. But I'm saying I don't care about Alevo being who she is. I care about
Okay, everyone, quiet. Shut the fuck up for a minute. Okay, so when Evo contacted me about becoming counsel, she just DM'd me and she said that she wanted to become involved in chinging once again, and she asked if it was a possibility to become counsel again. I approved because as a prior director, she did have the experience for council. She still has the experience for council. However, I do understand the fact that there was certainly a problem with not contacting y'all about said promotion without said position thinking. So, but at the same time, she does have the capacity and the ability to be a council member. She has.
Well, I believe that Phantom Flare also has the ability.
Hold on, talk. Let's
Phantom,
just
hold on.
just-
All right, one at a time. So, starting off, I believe Phantom should also have the ability to be counsel. He was admin before I got here.
Bro, I was. Come on.
I heard you finish.
Quick. Okay, guys. Let's just take a step back, one at a time. All right, go
I
ahead.
understand the qualms you have with this issue. But there's a difference between being free rank to, let's say, moderator and council. I am willing to take her off of council, but I also want her to act as an advisor. Because I value her opinion.
Well, I believe all of staff.
Just as how I have valued Ching's viewpoints and Ching's opinions. That's why I gave him a semi-director, semi-advisory role.
All right. So let me stop you there because it doesn't. You don't really make it seem that you care about our opinions when you insult specifically me, saying "Cry me a river."
Because you're just a dick, bro.
And that right there doesn't make me feel like you respect my opinion. I don't feel like a decent staff member. I don't feel like a value.
When she joined, you just berated her for no fucking reason.
I was berating her because she's an e-girl, and I had all the other members of the British Raj do it. If I'm being held accountable, they should too.
You're just fucking annoying, bro.
I'm not annoying. I was making a joke.
Why do we have to do this in general chat? And why did we go from a civil discussion to insults? That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes. Why am I being called annoying? Because you can do nothing other than insult me. I respected you at some point.
Okay, can you guys just both sit down?
You sent me a message.
I'm sitting, but he just will not stop insulting me. And it's come to the point where I just can't do it. Like, is my opinion valued? As a staff member, is my opinion valued? Wedge, do you believe it's valued?
6 a.m.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Ranked to council. And now you're arguing that she shouldn't be ranked council. This clearly is I understand this is a huge issue, but you're making a deal because you want to become council. That's so.
I'm not making a deal because I want to become counsel, and I'm cutting you off because that's incorrect. I asked you to consider me for counsel, as I believe I was a valid candidate, but I'm not arguing for myself to be put on council. Sure, I had one or two people say, "Yo, I quit on council," but I'm not arguing that I should become council. I'm arguing that she should be taken off and that free ranking should be banned.
Okay, I'm just gonna be the middle ground here. On both sides, I can see that it's kind of getting toxic, and I just want to say this: if it's gonna come to that point, let's just both parties take a break and go do their own things, because I think it's pointless drama at this point. And seeing on the side of I quit, yeah, I can see there doesn't want to be a free ranking, and then seeing on the side of auto, there is probably a method or reasoning why you're arguing it, whether that be because you want to become a staff or if it's for the right reasons. I'm not saying that you are doing it for the wrong reasons, but on both sides there's reasoning, and I think that right now toxicity needs to be kind of pushed back, and both sides need to just go their separate ways and just chill out for a bit. That's all I'm gonna say. I think that's the personal opinion.
In all honesty, I don't see how my side's becoming toxic, but if that's coming from myself, if you have, actual, I don't want to say evidence, but of something that I was saying that sounded toxic, just let me know. I'm just not sure how I'm becoming the toxic one.
I didn't say it was just you. I'm just saying both parties were kind of getting that point of toxicity, and I don't want that to happen over pointless stuff.
I'm aware of that, and I'm trying to avoid that because I enjoy having civilized discussions. But as any decent debater or argumentor, you don't resort to insulting someone when you're trying to have a civilized debate on a serious subject that involves not just one but multiple people. And considering that this isn't the first time that this has happened, this is starting to get a little ridiculous.
Like I said, I see both sides, and I really want to say this, that I think if we go just take a break for tonight and come back tomorrow, and if you still want to talk about it and find a better ground to be on, that's fine. But I think after seeing both sides and being a middle ground here, it just needs to kind of take a break tonight. And really, there is no point for this over something so minute, but I can also see the argument for it. It's just something that needs to kind of be something we just take a break on, or talk in closed doors. That way, it's not just airing out into the general public. That's just my opinion on that. There's no reason for both. Now, with that muted, but yeah, like I was saying, just if you guys want, take the staff channel, or if you want to take a break, that's fine. But it should not be in public eyes, at least for now. It's just dirty laundry that doesn't need to be in the public.
Oh, then.
Well, I admire what you have to say, Wedge, and I respect that entirely. In some aspects, I agree with it. But I'd rather just put this to bed. And I believe this can all be solved very simply, and we can just put this to bed now. But I'd rather not have this continue, because this is not only pointless, this is starting to grow selfish.
And that is respectable. That's where the whole argument ends, and both of you guys go your separate ways.
I believe it's ended. I believe we need to put this to bed officially. I mean, I think Sire did a pretty good job explaining what he just said right there, and Staff General. And I still believe that, you, as well as Sire, need to have a serious discussion about staff. I myself am going to have a discussion with Sire, given Sire's not busy, about some things regarding the staff in this community. And I'm going to go probably get something to eat, because I am hungry.
Before you go, Quit, I would like to apologize. My words were uncalled for.
Well, this is the second time this has happened, man. I understand. I accept your apology, but I don't. This is getting ridiculous. I know I'm repeating myself, and I hate to cut you off, but actually I don't. I've lost pretty much all respect for you, And I respect that you apologize, but I don't have respect for you as a person. Because if this kind of thing happens again, it's just come to the point where you can't control yourself. And what
Yeah,
I feel is that I feel that your
promoted
apology
last
isn't
time.
genuine.
You
And I
were
feel that you're
demoted
saying
last time because I asked you to not talk. Never mind.
Let's
then
just
you continued to
yeah, it's
insult
fine.
me by saying "Cry me a river," and I didn't want to bring that up. I wasn't going to bring that up, but you
Okay.
act like I was in the wrong in that situation.
You were.
Yes.
Okay. This is where I'm just gonna say,
But yeah,
it's
Wedge, please.
just, let's just leave it. There doesn't need to be any more arguing, and there doesn't need to be any toxicity. I'm not saying that one party is being the only source of it, but we just need to chill out. There's no point for this, especially between two staff members. That's just pointless stuff. Just leave it where it is, respect each other's decisions, and let's just move on. That's all I'm gonna say.
Agree, disagree.
I agree.
If that's all done, both of you guys have a good night.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take a second here.
Anyways, Soil, what progress did you make on the new wall?
I need to hold on. Okay. So far I've. Your microphone's really quiet. Let me put mine closer.
Damn, ASMR shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but Phantom, I'm trying to have a fucking conversation.
Anyways,
He's not editing.
so let me change volume again. Okay. So far I'll go ahead and show you the progress I made. I'm repeating with someone's mic, but can you see my screen for the thingamajig there? The stream?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Vernville or the Vern town. It'll probably have a mysterious background type thing to it later, but FEMA basically came through here. There's a zombie outbreak, and they just pretty much torched the entire place.
That's actually pretty sick.
It's a dynamic area. But Red Fangs is set up in it, or just Raider factions in general. Because it's a pretty burned out area, and you probably set up in the ruins.
Is the block on the ground, or is it a block hovering above the ground?
The grass.